everyone, my name is Jessica. I'm a professionally trained singer and I'm here to teach you the basics of breathing. Before we get into the video, I'd like to give a shout out to Doctors Without Borders. They're currently giving aid to countries that are most affected by COVID-19. I'll leave a link down below for you to donate. The first thing you need to know about breathing is that the key to breathing successfully when you sing is to not think about it too hard. A common mistake for singers is to think about how they breathe when they sing. When I teach beginner students, I notice that when I start to talk about breathing, they want to think about it and breathe like this. A good way to think about breathing is to think about how you breathe on a daily basis. When you're sleeping, you aren't thinking to breathe like that. Instead, you're breathing automatically, and that's how it should be when you're singing. When you're working on breathing, try not to push yourself too hard. We're going to talk about inhalation and exhalation. You might hear these keywords from your choir teacher or a voice teacher that you're going to right now. Inhalation is the breath that comes into your lungs, and exhalation is the breath that leaves your lungs and leaves your body. If you're singing with a live band or orchestra, the orchestra is not going to wait 5 minutes for you to take a big breath in. So what you need to do is learn how to take quick breaths in a healthy manner and fast and in time. One way to work on inhalation is to act like you're surprised. So a breath like that breath is going to be a healthy breath. So what I tell my students usually is to take a silent breath when they're breathing. So when you breathe in, you need to act like you're surprised, like this. This is how I teach my students to breathe in a healthy manner. So acting like you're surprised. So what you're going to do to work on your inhalation is taking those surprised breaths. Exhalation is a whole different ball game. Exhaling during singing means you need to control the amount of air that comes out of your body. An exercise I like to do with my students is to do a s or a sh to a metronome. So what I do is I usually pull up a 60 BPM metronome for my students and have them do a sh or a s to the metronome. And what we do is we log that in their book, and that helps them keep track of how long they're able to sustain the sh and the s. I'm going to show you what I do with my students in order to help you get better exhalation. What I suggest is you keep a log in your book or your journal of how long you're able to sustain the sh or the s sound. The more you do this exercise, the easier it will be. Here's a diagram explaining the anatomy of your breathing. You can pause the video here to look at it. Your lungs are made out of a tissue. When you breathe, the muscles move outwards like this. And when the muscles move outwards and the lungs expand, that causes your diaphragm to go down. A big thing for basic breathing is posture. So making sure your shoulders are back, away from your ears, and your chest is out. This will help keep your body open and grounded while you're singing. When you practice singing, use a mirror. Watch the way your body moves while you're singing. If you find yourself slouching a little bit, your ribs will lock and you won't find the proper posture for that big open breath. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe so that it'll reach more people who might need this video. I hope you have an awesome week, and I'll see you in the next video.